Now, the Council of Governors and the County Assemblies Forum have vowed to move to court to stop what they term as attempts by the national government through the National Treasury to illegally manage their pension scheme. The CoG chairperson of the Human Resource Social Welfare Committee, who is also Bungoma Governor Wycliffe Wangamati, says the recent circular from the head of public service are illegal. Now, that is what shapes our discussion at this hour, where I am joined by John Kaguchia, the Speaker for Nyeri County Assembly. Good afternoon, Mheshimiwa. Thank you for making time.
Good afternoon, and how are you doing? I'm joining you from Gikondi in Mukurweini, Nyeri.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Now, the MCAs took issue with the circular by the head of public service, Justice Joseph Kenywa, requiring local authorities' pension, lab trust and county pension fund and county government staff pensions to comply with the provisions of the State Corporation Act. What exactly is the issue with this whole issue with the State Corporation Act? What do you object?
It's very important to note that the county government, or what we call the devolution pension fund that has been existing for some time now, has been managed through the local government and through the devolved functions of government. You know, the national government has what we call the NSSF, and then you have the devolution that runs their pension, and this runs the pension for workers and also for state officers who are now working under the counties. Now, before they were working, or rather this pension was under the local government, and it has not been managed as a state corporation. It has been managed in a quasi-government, quasi-private manner. And probably that explains why we have not had serious complaints emanating from the pension fund that are managed in this manner. You know, in the country today, we have quite a bit of a problem with NSSF because somehow the national government has not been able to manage it in the best way possible. And hence, you have a lot of people who retire in this country and cannot access their pension. But for the pensioners who are in the local government, you find that a lot of them, especially after the county governments came on board, they have been able to access their pensions. They have been able to get what they deserve, because a lot of counties today are submitting and they remit their pension funds or the monies that they cut from their workers to these pension funds. And lab trust, for example, has been very well managed. And now the government attempting to take over these funds from the devolved units and take them to the national government, it doesn't augur very well with the Council of Governors, with the County Assemblies Forum, because then if you take these bodies to the national government and then subject them to the same kind of management that we have had with the NSSF, then we are only going to have a country of complainers, retirees who are complaining every day because they can't access the resources that they have been saving in the devolved units. We see this as an illegal and constitutional attempt to try and take over what is devolved and take it to the national government. And that is why the Council of Governors and the County Assemblies Forum have raised this issue with the cabinet secretaries, or rather the secretary to the cabinet, severally. Mr. Kenywa, because he has kept writing these circulars, and we find that they are in bad taste. In fact, as we talk, these pension funds have we have been trying to revamp them. We've been trying to even look at how we can even match them. We have been trying to look at how they can be managed even more efficiently. And remember, as we are talking today, the governors, the members of county assemblies, the workers from the county governments, they have been sitting together every other day to come up with a proper pension arrangement for them, so that when they retire, they can be able to sustain their livelihood even after getting engaged in whatever they do.
Yes, Mheshimiwa, thank you. Now, what I gather from you is that perhaps the MCAs and the county assemblies and the Council of Governors are sensing mistrust. Is that the issue?
It's not just mistrust, but and can you imagine the person coming to fix what is already working is unable to fix what they have in their hands? And also remember, we have the devolution that we have that we enjoy in the country today, and that basically means that you as the national government manage the pension for the people who are working in the national government, the staff and even any other state officers, and then for those people who are in the devolved units, have the opportunity also to manage what then is from their own staff and also from the state officers who work in the county government. So you cannot again now want or attempt to take over what is already devolved. You want to take it back to the national government, and then you're doing it through a circular. You know, you need to do this through the law. You need to go to parliament. You need to come up with the with the legislation that would support it. Yeah.
So Mheshimiwa, as you wind up this conversation, then when you will be going to, perhaps when you seek legal redress, what will you be seeking to? I mean, what will be your prayers to the courts? Because these are personal contributions coming in from members of county assemblies as well as the Council of Governors. What will you be seeking to get from the courts once you proceed?
Of course. Prayers that we must make is that the county government, running of county governments. If county governments come together and they have a pension fund that they are running, it's being run so well so far, then one of the prayer must be that they must desist. The other prayer must be that if they want to do this, then they must go through the law. And don't forget that as we talk today, we have a law that is already pending in Parliament and in Senate also looking and addressing the issue of a possible merger between the two different, the LAP fund and the LAP trust that have been managing the county government workers' pensions. I mean, these are some of the things. We can only enhance what is at the devolved level, but we cannot now take what is devolved to the national government. And that, of course, would be against our principles of governance in Article 10 of the Constitution. So this is interference that must be stopped, and the Council of Governors has said as much. The county assemblies have said as much, and I know that this is not one of the things that the county or the devolved unit will be taking lying down. I'm sure there's something that they must resist, of course, in the most legal manner possible to ensure that the pension funds are sustained and retained with the county government and with the devolved units as it should be.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you so much. That has been Honorable John Kaguchia, the Speaker of the Nyeri County Assembly, joining us virtually. Thank you, sir. You're watching KTN News Desk. We want to release our viewers watching